The king ordered him to come down, but the cook lay completely still, pretending to be dead because he was terrified of returning to the palace. The king shouted and threatened him, but the cook did not move. Furious, the king commanded his soldiers to cut down the tree. The soldiers raised their thin swords and began striking the trunk, but they secretly held back. They remembered how the cook had always shared the king's untouched meals with them, instead of allowing perfectly good food to be wasted. They could not bring themselves to hurt the man who had shown them kindness. After several minutes, the tree had barely been scratched. The impatient king grabbed an axe and began chopping the trunk himself with all his strength. Startled by the sudden blows, the frightened cook lost his grip on the small bundle he had been holding, and it fell from the branches to the ground. Curious, the exhausted king asked what was inside. One of the soldiers picked it up, opened it, and discovered a simple loaf of black bread. He explained that it was the kind of bread ordinary poor people ate every day. After 3 days of hunger, the king took a bite. To his surprise, his expression immediately changed. The plain bread tasted better to him than every expensive dish he had ever eaten in his palace. For the first time, he understood that hunger had made him appreciate what he once considered worthless. He called out to the cook and promised that no harm would come to him. The cook slowly climbed down, expecting punishment, but instead the king apologized for treating him so cruelly. He admitted that the cook had not failed him. The king himself had forgotten how to appreciate what he already had. From that day forward, the cook remained the king's most trusted chef, but every royal meal began with something simple: a piece of black bread. The king never again looked down on ordinary food or ordinary people, because he had learned that when we become too accustomed to abundance, we can forget the value of simple things, and sometimes it takes losing what we have to teach us how truly precious it is.